Arav was born in a small town, in a middle-class family, where everyone knew everyone. He was the kind of person people liked instantly. Charming smile, friendly nature, always ready to help. On the surface, life looked perfect. Friends who always invited him to parties, a buzzing social media profile, constant attention. But behind closed doors, the reality was different. Every night, when the lights were off and the noise was gone, Arav felt something heavy inside his chest, emptiness. He realized he wasn't really happy, he was just distracted. His so-called happiness existed only when others were around. Alone, he felt lost. He didn't know why. Maybe because since childhood, he had always been surrounded by people, family, friends, neighbors. He had never learned how to sit with himself. Part 2. The breaking point. One evening, something changed. It was his birthday. Dozens of friends came. Music played loudly. Laughter filled the air. But amidst the noise, Arav stood quietly in a corner, watching everyone enjoy. He smiled on the outside, but inside, he felt like a stranger at his own party. When the guests left and the house was silent again, he stared at the mirror and whispered to himself, "Why do I feel so alone when I'm surrounded by people?" That night, he scrolled through social media and saw a short interview clip of Denzel Washington. In it, Denzel said, "Don't depend on anyone to make you happy. You have to be strong enough to stand alone." Arav replayed that sentence over and over again. It felt like those words were meant for him. Part 3. Facing the truth. The next morning, Arav decided to do something unusual. He went for a walk. Alone. No phone, no music, no company. At first it felt strange. His mind kept asking, what if people think I'm lonely? What will they say if I'm sitting alone at a cafe? But slowly, he realized it wasn't other people judging him. It was him judging himself. He started observing things he had never noticed before. The chirping of birds, the smell of fresh bread from the bakery, the warmth of sunlight on his face. For the first time in years, he was actually present in the moment. Part 4. Rebuilding from within. Arav made a decision. If he wanted to be truly happy, he had to build a life where his happiness didn't depend on anyone else. He created a personal challenge, 30 Days of Me, where he would spend 1 hour every day doing something just for himself. Week 1, he started journaling his thoughts, writing down his fears, his dreams, his gratitude. Week 2, he joined a painting class. At first he was terrible, but the colors made him feel alive. Week 3, he learned to cook. The first few dishes were disasters, but he laughed instead of getting frustrated. Week 4, he picked up a guitar and learned his first song. Each day, he realized something. When you spend time with yourself, you start discovering sides of you that you never knew existed. One weekend, his friends invited him for a trip. Arav politely declined. They were surprised. "What's wrong with you? You never say no." "Are you avoiding us?" Arav simply smiled. Earlier, he would have feared missing out. Now he knew his worth wasn't tied to being present in every social gathering. That weekend, he went hiking alone. No distractions, no noise, just him, the mountains, and the sound of the wind. Standing on a cliff, looking at the endless sky, he felt something he had been searching for his entire life: peace. Arav finally understood Denzel Washington's words. You have to be strong enough to stand alone. It didn't mean cutting people off. It didn't mean rejecting love or friendship. It meant building a life so full of purpose and self-respect that even if everyone walked away, you'd still stand tall. He realized the problem wasn't being alone. The problem was being uncomfortable with his own company. Once he overcame that, loneliness turned into freedom. Months later, Arav met a younger friend, Rohan, who was going through the same emptiness. Rohan confessed, "I just feel lost when I'm alone. I can't sit quietly. I need someone to talk to all the time." Arav smiled and said, "Happiness is not something people give you. It's something you build inside. Learn to enjoy your own company, and you'll never be truly alone." He told Rohan about the morning walks, the painting, the cooking, the hiking. And slowly, Rohan too began his own journey. Arav's life wasn't suddenly perfect. There were still tough days, moments of sadness, times when he wished someone was there. But now, he was strong enough to handle those moments. He had learned the most important truth. If you are happy alone, no one can ever take that happiness away from you. Denzel Washington's words had changed his life, and now, he carried them like a shield. A reminder that real strength is not in needing the crowd, but in being at peace with your own soul. Final message to you. Maybe you too, like Arav, feel empty when you're alone. But remember, being alone is not the same as being lonely. The day you learn to be your own best friend, you'll realize that happiness is not out there. It's right here, inside you.